Good morning and welcome back to the workshop. Today is another Tuesday and therefore it is again Neutral Tuesday! And this week we have an Energer, I'm going to say Energer Drill Press from Screwfix. It was 40 something I think, maybe £50. I'll check. There'll probably be some numbers flying around somewhere on the screen now that say how much it actually was. It's a fairly basic tool. It doesn't have variable speed. It's not digital. It goes up and down. It spins around. It should push some bits into some wood. And everything should be good. Keep that bit of paper. So getting started, we've got a manual. It tells us all the bits that we've got. There are 0 setup instructions. There we go. So first we need to unpack it. We've got a base, which we will mount onto a workbench when we have one. The table. I'm getting all the words today. A little guard. Some screws. And also an Allen key. I love that every tool comes with an Allen key. I've got so many Allen keys. I could probably melt them down and sell the metal and retire. What's in here? Chuck. It's a key chuck. We've got 2 bits. Some polystyrene, because everybody loves polystyrene. We have the column. It's just for the amount of yellow that's in the bag where it's been greased. I'm not going to touch too much. And we have the motor housing. Complete with a UK plug. Lots of rubbish. Oops. Lots of rubbish. Step 1 is mount the base plate. Now I'm not going to fix it to this, obviously. It's going to go on the worktop over the other side of the workshop. But for today all we're going to do is just put it together and see how it works. The first step is to put these in. A couple of bolts, a couple of compression washers or spring washers, I don't know what you call those. Spring washers. Those will go in from the top downwards, which makes sense because you should have it fixed to a worktop at this point. So it comes with an Allen key. It doesn't come with spanner or a wrench. So I guess I need to get one of them. I'll get that in a second. We'll hand tighten them for now. if I can locate the holes through this thing. This is fairly flimsy, but I guess it's only holding a small, it's only a small length, it's not going to have too much flex, hopefully. Come on, in we go. Now I've got greasy fingers and I can't turn anything. Let's go and get a proper tool for a proper job. Be a bit stuffed if I didn't have an adjustable wrench. Although I guess if you're getting a pillar drill or a bench drill, you should have some tools of some description. Fit the table. And lastly, fitting the headstock and motor. Locate the two grub screws on the side of the headstock. Which are somewhere. Where are the grub screws? Why can't I see them? There they are. Loosen those with a hex key. Allen key. Consider them loosened. Slide the column into that part that we've just loosened the two grub screws. Let's loosen them a tiny bit more. This should shortly slide in nicely because it's so greasy. There we go. Make sure it's lined up, which we will do in a moment. Tighten that down. We're going to tighten it fully, and then we'll loosen it when we go to adjust in a moment. Fitting the hand feed handles. So that's what these are. So these go into here. That's handy. Now I'm so greasy I can't twist these at all. I'm going to have to get more tools. I mean, these only need to be in a tiny bit anyway. We don't need to go the full depth, I don't think. But it'd be nice to have them at least a little way in. No, that's not happening. There we go. Those in. Fit the chuck guard. Where's the put the guard? There we do. What do we want to do with this? We want to put it over here with those three tiny screws. The smallest screws in the world. Let's get a very small bit. The tiniest screw. It doesn't even tighten. It just spins around, gripping nothing. It's just, it doesn't need to be tight. It's not going to have any pressure or shear weight against it. It's just meant to hold this tiny bit of plastic in place. But it'd be good if it did at least lock down. Chuck guard. Boop. Fitting. Remove the red pointer and unscrew the M6 nut from the bar. Insert the bar into the hole and the hole located in the chuck guard. Excuse me? Fitting the drill depth gauge. Fitting the drill depth gauge. Bang. That's already fit, surely. Because it's right, well firstly, that's not red. Secondly, it's already in there. So it's telling me to do something they've already done. Now we need to fit the chuck. Open that up. This says a machine supplied with a Morse taper stub shaft. Clean the film from the internal taper. There is no film on an internal taper. And there's definitely none on there either. Lying to me again. All we need to do is just pop that onto there and then press down onto a bit of wood. Just to push it into place. Until, presumably, it's going to click. It hasn't yet. Let's try this. A little bit more pressure. A little bit more, a lot more pressure. I feel like I'm going to break this. If I break it, I'm only doing what I was told. That's not moving. I mean, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. And we've made a little dent in the wood. The drill is now fully assembled. Good. Now, I did get a drill bit. What I didn't factor in is that this has a maximum depth of 50 mil, so we either have to lower the table or get a smaller bit. Now I do this. Oh, well, that's handy. The longer end of the bar on the key hits the guard. But you can't give it a full turn. Just do it a little bit at a time. That's nice and tight. Open this up, wiggle that down. These are in alignment. Tighten that up again. Get covered in black. Go about there. Well, we need to put the wood on it first. We'll go the depth of the wood. That'll do. Tighten that up. Now, I was wrong earlier. I said it's not variable speed. It is variable speed. Because I can see on it, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How do we vary the speed? Can we vary the speed? Oh, we do it in there. Of course we do. Let's just go with speed 1 for now. We can change the speed later. I'm not going to change the belts and things around right now. Plug this bad boy in. And knock over the camera. Sorry, camera. Do that. Make sure we're nice and safe, even though, you know, it's sticking out the bottom. So we've got on and off on this side. Take the power from there. Don't wrap it around the machine. Just loop it around there for now. It goes on. And into some pine. And get a nice hole. Almost all the way through. I got the depth a bit wrong, maybe. There we go. That's not as noisy as I thought it would be. But we've got a lovely hole. Nice clean hole. First impressions, feels a bit weak. But, you know what? We're going to change the speed. Let's unplug it, make sure we don't do anything stupid. So we've got a security bit this side, and a normal screw this side. I need to go and find a security bit. Why would they put it with a security bit? Again, not everyone's going to have security bits. And these certainly don't have holes in them. Because that opens up on a hinge. Of course it does. There's a safety cut out there anyway. So when the lid's open, it's not going to start spinning. So the speed. And this is what on the front it means. So for speed 1, we go with the bottom of the front motor and the bottom of the back motor, the front gear and the back gear, which is 580 RPM. Speed 2 is 850 RPM, 3 is 1220 RPM, 4 is 1650, 5 is 2650. And it is set at the moment to 1220. So we could double that. Again, it's covered in grease. We could double that. And just get it a little bit faster. Release the tension here. Maybe a bit more. There we go. One there. And one there. Make it tensioned again. Tighten that off. Feels like it's tensioned anyway. With this, we'll put that back. So this only comes out so far. We need to push that in. Good. Tighten that back in. So I'm never going to lose that screw. It's got a little washer on the inside that doesn't come off. Tighten that down. We'll plug it back in, and we'll give it another little spin. We'll lift the table up ever so slightly as well, just so it cuts all the way through in one pass. There we go. Test 2. That's better. That's a bit louder. What I will say is that the tear out from that one, because I went all the way through in one pass, was a lot more. What I think I'll do in future is get it to stop just shy of poking through, but other than the brad point, flip the piece over if I can, and then go through the other side. Or stick a sacrificial piece underneath. Nice and careful, because this isn't the sharpest drill bit anyway. Good, so again, first impressions, it's not overly powerful. It's 350 watt drill press. Even on its highest RPM, it's a bit weak. But I think that's to be expected for the price. But I'm going to use it with some Forstner bits maybe to do some recesses for tea lights. You know, I'm not going to go crazy. It's not going to do an awful lot over and over and over again. It's not the highest use machine that I should own, I think. There we have it. Anyway, an Energer 350 watt drill press. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things that everybody asks you to do. And I'll see you in the next one.